Well, good evening. Tonight, my dear ghouls and goblins, I would like to introduce you to probably my second favorite story of the golden age of horror. Now, we have searched high and low, and we even searched the middle ground, and we found a cartoon from 1978 Halloween special on NBC. Actually, I think this one was ABC. Don't quote me. I do remember watching it as a child, and I remember thinking, what a great story. In fact, I even had the videotape, VHS, during the mid-late 80s. We found it at Kmart. The old Kmart, when Kmart used to be Kmart, before the 90s. It was like $3, and my mom got it for me for my birthday. Still one of my favorites. But you know, it's funny, see, as I've gotten older, I've matured, and yes, this is my favorite cartoon of the movie, but truthfully, my favorite movie of this story would be the 1931 classic. Maybe the 1920 silent movie, but a lot of you younger cats probably couldn't dig that. If you can, you have my admiration. Very cool. And of course, you have the musical, and there's several variations. I think Jekyll and Hyde, the gothic musical thriller from 2000, would probably be my favorite. But if I had to choose a second favorite, I would actually suggest, and you can find it here on YouTube, although I can't show it for legal reasons, Jekyll and Hyde, the musical, with David Hasselhoff. Now, most of you younger cats know David Hasselhoff from the new SpongeBob movie. I know David Hasselhoff because he was always running around with Pam on Malibu Beach. Which leads me to where we are today. You see, I haven't always been the angry 80s guy, and I haven't always been your host. And before I became your host, I started in pondering much longer than I probably should have about the evil inside of man, just as Dr. Jekyll did himself. And in 1890, modern medicine was very carefully judged, and you could go too far. It wasn't like today when they could just medicate you. Here, take this pill, you'll feel better. Here, take this shot, you'll feel better. Back then, messing with a man's mind, it was almost considered sacrilege. It was testing the boundaries of a man's soul. We were much more judgmental back then than the modern hippie era that's happening around us today. That's everybody's answer today. Oh, you're sick? Take a pill. Oh, you're sad? Take a pill. Oh, you're angry? Take a pill. Doctors today don't want to examine the human psyche. Doctors today don't understand the human psyche. In fact, I believe we're more in the dark ages here in 2023 than we were during the dark ages of medicine. So I started concocting my own medications to try to take the evil out of myself. And as Dr. Jekyll once said, I started this alone, and I must finish this alone. This, my friends, is the Dr. Jekyll potion that pulled Mr. Hyde out and hid the good and the humanity that he was trying to hold separate from the evil half. So, join me on our next break as I show you just how to make your very own Dr. Jekyll potion. Right here on the Killer Kitchen. Oh, one more thing before we go totally back into the story here and get going. I do want to let you guys know this story, although we're showing the cartoon, so it'll be much more PG rated, the actual story itself is really a sad one. And what triggers most of it, if not the whole story, is that Dr. Jekyll's father died because of the evil within his soul. And Dr. Jekyll decided that he could save mankind, all of us, by administering specific types of drugs in just the right conditions, just the right levels, and it could extract that evil from within us, leaving only the good, and the bad would almost be left in a cage, so to speak, never to be released. And the entire film is ultimately the struggle that's within us all, that we fight every day, every second, to try to overcome that evil. Now, if you're on the left, I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm referring to, and you've totally gone full Mr. Hyde on us. But for those of us who were just hippies, living our life, listening to the Grateful Dead and trying to tell everybody to relax and people are people, and it doesn't matter what color you are or what religion, we're people. Well, that hippie that dwells within us all, me in particular, you can only hide from the evil so long before the evil completely consumes you. This is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and we're about to make the Mr. Hyde potion. Stick around.
Indictment is only one of a series to be handed down as a result of a special grand jury investigation. Grave robbing in Texas is this hour's top news story. An informant led officers of the Muerto County Sheriff's Department to a cemetery just outside the small rural Texas community of Butte early this morning. Officers there discovered what appeared to be a grisly work of art, the remains of a badly decomposed body wired to a large monument. A second body was found in a ditch near the perimeter of the cemetery. Subsequent investigation has revealed at least a dozen empty crypts, and it's feared more will turn up as the probe continues. Deputies report that in some instances, only parts of a corpse had been removed. The head, or in some cases the extremities removed, the remainder of the corpse left intact. Evidence indicates the robberies have occurred over a period of time.
To ashes, dust to dust. May God have mercy on the soul of this man.
Did he say man? There wasn't a man in that box. That were a monster.
And God won't have mercy on his soul either, because Edward Hyde never had a soul. Edward Hyde, you have been buried in an unmarked grave like a common murderer. Let no man mourn your passing. Cover the grave.
Nanny, was Mr. Hyde really true? And was he really a monster? Tell us, Nanny, tell us. Please, Nanny.
Well, yes, it is a true story. And yes, he really was a monster. You see, I used to work for Edward Hyde a long time ago. But perhaps I shouldn't tell you any more.
Go on, Nanny. Go on, please.
Well, not only was Edward Hyde a murderer and a monster, he was also two men.
2 men? How can anyone be 2 men, Nanny?
Hush, boys, you'll see. You'll see. But first, we must go back to the house where I worked as a young housemaid for a certain Dr. Henry Jekyll, one of the finest men in all of England. As I remember, it was his birthday.
Well, Henry, a very happy birthday indeed, and your future. May it be even more prosperous and successful.
To Henry.
To Henry.
My dear friends, thank you. From the very depths of my heart.
Well, Henry, you're a man with the world at your feet. All of England has come to know of your brilliant achievements. So tell us, what will you do next?
I cannot give you the exact details yet, but it has to do with the workings of the human mind.
But, my dear Jekyll, you're with trusted friends here. Not a word of what you tell us will escape this room.
Oh, do tell us, Henry. It all sounds fascinating.
Very well, then, I'll tell you something of it. I have a theory that the human mind is made of 2 parts. One part good, and the other part evil. And that throughout the lives of all human beings, there is a constant battle between the 2 parts. Good against evil.
My dear Jekyll, I'm afraid I just cannot agree with you. It's my opinion people are born good or born bad. Simple as that. Mark my words.
The truth is that neither of us knows. But just suppose that I'm right. Just suppose. And that by the use of drugs, it was possible to separate good and evil.
And then what, Jekyll? What purpose would it serve?
Don't you see? We just might be able to remove the evil from man. The creation of the perfect human being. A being without the influence of evil. A whole society based only on good.
What are you saying, Henry? You've taken leave of your senses? I've never heard of such balderdash and poppycock in my life. They're absolute rubbish.
Happy birthday, Dr. Jekyll, from us all. None of us could work for a finer master than you in all England. God bless you, and many happy returns.
Happy birthday,
What a lovely evening.
Yes, Henry, delightful night. Thank you.
Well, good night, Henry. Charming evening, huh? Charming. But, I'd put all those mad notions of good and evil aside. It won't work, you know. Dangerous, too.
I'll bear it in mind. Good night, and thank you. You are good friends. good friend Lanyon wants proof, eh? He doesn't think we are a mixture of good and evil? Now, the last of the ingredients. Lucky to find it. You are about to witness a miracle. Only your eyes will see what might indeed frighten the devil himself. You're a lucky man, Jekyll. A good doctor, born rich, wanting for nothing, able to help the sick and the poor, at last, on the brink of a discovery that will astound the world. If this experiment works, I will have separated the two parts within me. It will free my evil nature and leave me with my good self. That should put an end to Lanyon's scorn once and for all. If I fail, then I will die, and you alone can tell. God help me. Make it work.
That sounded like a... Whoa! And it's getting closer!
Peekaboo!
Count Chocula!
Did you hear a wolf?
It was Wolfie, howling for the 2 new marshmallows in my Count Chocula cereal. The Dursley chocolatey part of this complete breakfast.
2 new marshmallows?
Yes, the new full moon and chocolate wolf marshmallows make Count Chocula a howling delight.
For a limited time, you can try the full moon and chocolate wolf marshmallows inside new shiny boxes of Count Chocula.
I may be stranded, but at least I got my Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity! A ghost! Only a Fruity Pebbles can set my spirit free.
My Fruity Pebbles? Okay.
Frighteningly fruity flavors. Thanks, Fred.
Barney!
Boo.
Yeah!
Bon appetit.
Post Fruity Pebbles cereal, part of this complete breakfast.
It's been 9 years.
I'd be Orangebeard the pirate.
Now Garfield makes his triumphant return.
Halloween's my kind of a holiday.
Garfield's Halloween Adventure, next.
Just a reminder, you haven't got long. For McDonald's screaming savings, get a morning fresh hot Egg McMuffin for just 99 cents. And after 4, get a juicy, delicious bacon double cheeseburger for just 99 cents. So hurry, get to McDonald's before your time runs out. Did somebody say McDonald?
For Halloween, Toys R Us doesn't miss a trick, and the prices are a treat. We've got costumes for all Toys R Us kids, even grown-ups, and loads of candy, makeup, masks, and more. Toys R Us will make your Halloween supernatural.
Oh, I do enjoy an evening with a little light entertainment. But when your video heads get dirty, you lose your picture. Not a pretty sight. Happily, this new Polaroid video cassette will help you. It actually cleans your heads as it plays, so dirty heads needn't haunt you. New Polaroid video cassettes. Get the picture?
Seems Dr. Jekyll did have quite a story to be told. Now, the one thing, many of you, I want you to know and to understand, he never meant for the monster to be released. It was supposed to hold it captive. Now, in our last segment, I did mention how modern medicines are sort of a lot like this serum. The difference is Jekyll wanted to understand his patients. He wanted to understand and to help them. Whereas in modern medicine, the fact that you have any feelings or emotions at all is basically the evil, and they want to tuck it away without understanding it. You can hide evil, but if you understand the evil, you can destroy it. Dr. Jekyll never learned to understand the evil he wanted to destroy. And for our potion itself, to rid the evil in all of us, this is Mr. Hyde's potion. We're going to take some green watermelon juicy drop. At least I think that's watermelon. Strawberry watermelon juicy drop. And we are going to put right onto the plate. You want a good gob around there too, because this is actually going to go on the rim of our glass. Now, we are going to take our cup, or vial, if you will. Just around like that. You want to cover that edge. Now, once you got a good cover, we've taken some edible purple glitter. Like that. Now this is the sugar that will help the medicine go down. Now we're gonna start by taking some grenadine, and we're gonna go just at the bottom of our glass. Now this happens to be the cherry grenadine, which is my personal favorite. Like that nice syrupy. Now, what we're going to do from there is we are going to take just a couple droplets, a very tiny amount of some bitters. And you see, here in the Killer Kitchen, I have a tendency to come off very bitter. And so the bitters are meant to destroy the bitterness. Just like that. Now, we're going to come in, and we happen to have some strawberry lemonade Svedka. The reason I bought that was because I couldn't get the vanilla vodka that I wanted or the cotton candy. Dollar General rocks, but they just don't have a great selection on booze. Well, it is Dollar General after all. The fact they carry even a pack of cigarettes or a can of beer is surprising to me. Now we're going to come just like that, just a little bit. You don't want to use much. Now what I've done is I've gone ahead and taken some Holiday Cherry 7-Up and added my own chemical blend, red food coloring, to darken and thicken that out. Give it a nice bloody red. Just like that. Now what we're going to do, and this is where it gets tricky. You see, every medicine, every pill, every drug is usually manufactured by Big Pharma out of something as simple as berries. And so, our drink will consist of not one, not two, but 3 fresh blackberries. And as such, to give us the energy and destroy the bad taste in our mouth from the words and the curses that we have spoiled throughout the life. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 fresh red raspberries. In fact, I never understood the whole blue raspberry thing, considering blue raspberries don't exist. And then I watched this dude on the internet when I was all drunk and stoned after filming, and he explained it. It's just blue food dye, and because they don't know what to call it and they don't know what flavor it is, they call it raspberry. Now, to me personally, on that note, should have just called it blueberry and we all would have been happy. And speaking of blueberries, that is our final touch here. Now, we are going to take not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 blueberries. 1. Now, with a very, very restrained amount, just a tiny bit of sweet lemon lime. Just about like that. This is actually lemon lime fun concentrate. It's a great drink mixer. I don't often use it. In fact, most of the time you'll see me use this as in a cocktail that you probably won't see me have on camera. See, your host here has a few anger and emotional issues himself. And when I get in that mood, when I go to grab this bottle and a bottle of regular vodka or tequila, probably a good day to not knock on my door, because it's one of them days. All you got to do is listen for the musicals. You'll know it's a bad day. Now, I'm going to add a touch more of our Svedka. And finally, the elixir to smash it all. Some emerald green grape soda. Let's see if we can get some better light on this. One day I'll learn how to use these lights. And there you go. Now, smells good. Got a nice fruity aroma. Good flavor, good flavor. A sweet yet bitter taste. Now, there's something missing. Our formula isn't quite complete just yet. But I think I understand what's to do. Add just a few slices of banana. Now, actually, bananas are very good because the ancient natives used to believe that bananas would heal your soul. If you were possessed, a banana could actually heal the sickness that the possession was killing you with. Just a few slices. And here we go. Now, many people may laugh at me. Many more may ridicule me. But you know, I've seen the evils of man, and I've seen the evils inside myself. And there is only one choice. I must set aside the fears I feel inside, because there is no place to hide. One last final chance that only I can take. Everything I've ever fought for is at stake. Like a warning light, shimmering in red. Beautiful and strange. See those colors change before my eyes. It's a very sweet yet bitter taste. Fruity. Cold in the gullet. A slight feeling of euphoria. I must beware. I must try to analyze each change in me.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Young girl murdered. Mystery killer disappears again. Extra, 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 read all about it. Young girl murdered.
Did you hear that, Enfield? Another murder. When will it all end?
Goodness knows. The police seem powerless. The brute seems to vanish into thin air. Not even a clue.
Yes, shocking business.
Have you ever noticed that door before?
Yes. Why do you ask?
There was a nasty incident one night. I was coming home late, stopped at a pub to warm up.
Get out of my way! Two beers, lovely. Punch him up.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Stop me if you dare.
Boy, come back here.
A few of us chased him to that door, where he disappeared.
But that house...
That house belongs to a monster who would attack women and old men, a devil of a man. I saw him do it myself.
You must be mistaken.
No, there's no mistake.
What do you know of this fiend you speak of?
An evil creature. He has a fearful face and cares little for his fellow man.
Do you know his name?
Yes, I found out later by chance. It's Edward Hyde.
Edward Hyde?
Yes, Hyde. Not much of a name either, eh?
Enfield, it could be the name of the very devil himself.
Well then, what brings you here?
A matter of common interest. Our old friend, Henry.
Ah, yes. I'm getting very tired of this nonsense he talks. Good and evil, two parts to the mind. It's all balderdash, you know.
I must confess, it rather spoiled my evening the night of his birthday. Quite frightening, really.
Precisely. And it's all such unscientific rubbish. I find it disagreeable.
You don't see any value in this experiment?
Absolutely not. It's impossible. We might as well try to fly to the moon. Impossible. But how can anyone expect to separate the good and evil in man?
I know, a ridiculous suggestion. By the way, did you ever meet a friend of his? An Edward Hyde?
No, never heard of him.
I'm sorry, sir. Dr. Jekyll must have gone out.
With Mr. Hyde?
I don't rightly know, sir. Mr. Hyde has his own keys. He comes and goes all the time. But we see little of him in this part of the house. Is there a message?
No, I'll call again. I would like to meet him, one way or another. I'll catch him if I have to stay out in the cold all night. Mr. Hyde.
It's me. What do you want?
I'm an old friend of Dr. Jekyll. My name is Utterson. I'd like to come in and talk to you and Jekyll.
Jekyll's away from home. How did you know me?
He spoke of you.
That's a lie. I know he doesn't talk about me.
Be good enough to tell Jekyll I called.
It's as well we met. As Jekyll's solicitor, you may want to contact me sometime.
Poor Utterson. What am I doing to my friends? If only they knew.
Dr. Jekyll? Dr. Jekyll? Dr. Jekyll, it's Annie. I've brought you morning tea.
Leave it there, Annie. I'll get it in a minute.
Will I bring you morning tea, sir? Oh, I'm glad he wasn't up there with the doctor. I got a real fright, I did, seeing him here this morning in the house.
He gives me the creeps. I can't see what the master wants with him.
I never saw such an ugly face.
Like the devil himself. Mark my words, love. There's something terrible going on in this house.
The longer we live together, the harder it is for me to control Hyde. If Hyde takes over my body as well, I will have to give up all the good things of my life, all my hopes for the future. As Hyde, I have no friends. I'm hated and feared. My double life is becoming impossible. I cannot continue as Hyde. I must choose my better self. Be rid of him forever.
Halloween makeup kits. His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision and it's hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kits.
McDonald's has a monster of an idea. Happy Halloween certificates. A book of 10 is only $1. Your gang can turn them in for free dessert treats like cones and sample-sized sundaes at McDonald's. Each book also comes with a mail-in certificate for this free Roger Rabbit when you buy your video cassette of the smash hit Who Framed Roger Rabbit. McDonald's Happy Halloween certificates. A deal so good, it's eerie.
Wednesday, it's hot and cold running chills as a big witch brews trouble for America's favorite rabbit in Bugs Bunny's Halloween special.
Me, what's up, witch?
Then Raggedy Ann and Andy get the stuffing scared out of them in The Pumpkin Who Couldn't Smile. 2 Halloween treats, starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Count Chocula cereal is coming your way. How about a monster for breakfast today?
What's this? Break dancing?
Give me a break.
I'll give you my Count Chocula cereal. The cereal with loads of chocolatey marshmallows in every bowl. It's a delicious part of this nutritious breakfast.
Who wants my Frankenberry?
They went that away. How about a monster for breakfast today?
All you ghouls and goblins gather round. Time for chills and thrills, so party down. No matter who you like to bite, you're gonna want Coors and Coors Light tonight.
Coors Light Beer Whoop is there. Fun is everywhere.
Get ready for excitement when Coors is on the scene.
'Cause anything can happen
On a Coors and Coors Light Halloween.
I think you'll like this house.
Isn't this supposed to be haunted? Haunted? What an absurd idea.
So, I mean, what would a ghost be doing here? Haunted.
David.
No other diet soft drink delivers the real cola taste of 1-calorie Diet Coke. The real one. It's lifting more and more spirits every day.
For the taste of it.
The move is on to Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
As Halloween approaches, you have to prepare yourself for what might happen.
More orange sprinkles.
It's a special time of year, and Dunkin' Donuts is dressing up their donuts for the occasion.
And here's the werewolf.
So come to Dunkin' Donuts and get into the spirit of Halloween.
We'd like some Halloween donuts, please.
Oh.
Dip, 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 dip. Dip, dip, granola dip. I really dip. Dip, dip, granola dip. Chocolate and granola already in my whole granola dip, dip, dip.
Quaker granola dips. A hauntingly wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola dipped in real milk chocolate.
Chocolate and granola, lose my self-control and granola dip.
The perfect treat for your little monsters.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back, all the little Peanuts characters, in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Halloween, a time for children, parties, good times. Halloween was a special time. Until he came back for more.
I told you this isn't a man.
Monday, October 21st at 8, TV 50 presents the broadcast television premiere of Halloween 2. Michael's back, and there's no place to hide.
Are you ready to get scared out of your wits?
Hello, Halloween.
But don't worry, it's a good kind of scary with America's favorite fat cat.
I'm no scaredy cat.
It's funny scary on the Emmy-winning Garfield's Halloween Adventure. Then,
I hear the Great Pumpkin.
a very spooky special, the Halloween classic. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Well, dears, I tell you, never underestimate what you don't understand. And you see, had Dr. Jekyll's peers taken him seriously, allowed him someone who would volunteer, his hand would not have been pushed, and he would not have had to use himself as the subject of the experiment. But you see, as such, since he is the subject of the experiment, you see, that's where the darkness comes in. The place where I dwell. Now join me in our next beautiful journey into madness, as I show you just how deep this rabbit hole goes. And remember, my dear ghouls and goblins, you can run from yourself, and you can run from reality, but eventually, everybody's gotta pay the madman. Hey, look at Joe Biden.
Now, we must bring back Dr. Jekyll. Then whatever I do, I will always have a safe, secret place to escape to and hide. Hyde! Yes, that will be my name. Edward Hyde. Free at last. Now I can do as I please.
Murder in central London. Killer strikes on London Bridge. Murder in central London. Killer strikes on London Bridge.
Oh, if only they knew. If only they knew. But you know, don't you? Can you hear me, Dr. Jekyll?
Yes, I can.
I have an important task for you, Jekyll. First, I want you to write a will, leaving all your money to me. Should anything happen to you, like disappearing...
You're a monster.
Do as I say, Jekyll. Obey your stronger self. I command you.
To whom it may concern, this is the last will and testament of myself, Dr. Henry Jekyll. In the event of my death or disappearance, Mr. Edward Hyde will be my sole beneficiary.
You see, something terrible was happening to Dr. Jekyll. Hyde was taking over Jekyll's mind and his fortune.
What a horrible man, Nanny. Did Hyde do more bad things?
Yes, he did, again and again. But each time he would disappear afterwards, and no one knew who he was or where he went, except, of course, Dr. Jekyll. Poor man, he works so hard. He needs a good holiday, if you ask me.
Don't touch that!
I only wanted to clean up, sir.
Don't you know to leave my study alone?
No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to upset you, sir.
You touch nothing in here. Understand? Nothing.
Yes, Dr. Jekyll. I'll remember, sir. Nothing.
Tell Poole I want all the servants assembled immediately. From now on, I'll supervise the cleaning of my study.
Oh, yes, Doctor.
One more thing. From time to time, an associate of mine who is helping me will come to visit. A Mr. Edward Hyde. I may not always be here when he calls, but I want him to have the freedom of my home and my study.
Oh, yes, sir.
Treat him as you would me. He won't disturb you. In fact, he will have his own keys to come and go as he pleases. Otherwise, the door of my study will be locked. Poole, I want this hand-delivered to my friend, Mr. Utterson, the lawyer.
Very good, sir.
Oh, dear God, what have I done? What have I done?
Come in.
A letter for Mr. Utterson from Dr. Jekyll. Make sure he gets it, won't you?
Very well. I'll see to it. A letter for you, sir. Personal, from Dr. Jekyll.
Ah, thank you, guest. Good grief.
What on earth's the matter, sir?
This is Jekyll's last will and testament. He's left everything to a complete stranger. A certain Edward Hyde.
Hyde?
Last year, one of everyone's favorite candies appeared in a Halloween-sized pack.
Skittles.
And word spread quickly.
Is this the house that gives Skittles? See, I told ya.
We hear of a gift certificate that turns into a soft drink. Oh, it can happen this Halloween. When you give out McDonald's Halloween gift certificates, kids take them to McDonald's and they get a McDonald's soft drink. Oh, a book of 20 Halloween gift certificates costs only $1. And can turn into 20 regular soft drinks. It must be the magic of Halloween.
Nobody can do what McDonald's can.
Nobody.
My big friend, I love the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's Kiss.
Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with the big taste.
Goblins, werewolves, vampires. They're not real. But he is a real nightmare. Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Pleasance. The night he came home.
Next on TV5.
Trick or treat.
Don't you get tricked. Have a treat. Get ready for the adventure and excitement in the Peanuts classic, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, next.
Wanna go psycho with me, Elvira, here at the Bates Motel? Look for me wherever they sell mug root beer. And enter the Go Psycho with Elvira contest. You can be my guest at Universal Studios in Hollywood for a monstrous bash at the Bates Motel. Shower, anyone? This Halloween, go psycho with Elvira and win a party with mug root beer and me.
I love my mug.
I love it.
Tired of wearing the same old face Halloween after Halloween? Why not try a Fright Night nose mask from Bud and Bud Light? There's Batface, Scary Witch, Mr. Pumpkin, and Big Black Cat. Best of all, these amazing masks are available where Bud and Bud Light are sold. So, next time...
This morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon rose, he turned into a werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup kits. His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kits.
So you think you were gonna get away from me that easy, did you? No, 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 my kitties. I'm going to show you something that you have never seen before. Now, we've all seen me make a pizza, so this time I was cheap and we just bought a frozen pizza. But here in the Killer Kitchen, nothing is ever as it seems. We've always got something cooking, even when we don't. So, here's what we're cooking tonight. This is the pizza that probably most people will turn their nose up at, but I promise, one bite and you'll be hooked for life. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking some yellow mustard. We're going to drizzle it right across the top and make it fart the whole time. Anyway, now we're going to take some jalapenos. See, everything needs a little bit of a bite. And we're going to just randomly kind of put these through here. Just kind of all the way around. Just like that. And again, these are all hand-cut, totally fresh jalapenos. In fact, these are from the last jalapeno plants that we actually had left. Cut them down this afternoon. Which is why we don't often buy jalapenos except in the winter. Come summertime? Oh shit, dude, this is California, man. I grow what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want, and thanks to governors like the liberal Nuisance. Dude, Nuisance might be an asshole, but at least I can grow my own weed. And that reminds me, stick around for our Halloween special. Where when we do our normal barbecue, nah, it's not normal. Ain't nothing normal around here. We are going to use... See, somebody was totally cool and threw away some really good weed. And when they threw away the weed, they threw away the stalks and all. And I pulled those stalks out, garbage can down here, cleaned them up a little bit, totally smoked the weed off them, and the weed was fucking... Oh. Dude, this weed was so good, I took like 3 hits. I don't even know what the fuck I did. I fell asleep. That's how good that shit was, man. For dumpster weed, fuck yeah, that was a score. But I saved the stalks. I'm going to show you guys how to use those stalks to give your your food, that weed flavor. And it's really fucking good. So, for those of you who grow your own weed, I'm going to show you guys something cool. For those of you who don't grow your own weed, I'm going to show you something cool. It'd make you jealous, too. Anyway, we were putting jalapenos on our thing. Now, we're going to take a little more mustard, and on each and every one of our peppers, instead of squishing it around, just a dot onto each one. Hey, dick, get back where you belong. Now you get extra mustard. Fuck you. Alright, now, on top of each of those peppers, and this is why you want those dots of mustard on your pepper, we're going to add pepperoni to the top. So as the pepperoni cooks in and the pizza cooks, it's literally going to melt right into that pepper, spicing up your pepperoni, which is already specially seasoned up. I have a thing for pepperoni. Of course, I gotta tell you, pepperoni is very good. Especially when it's made out of a girl named Sarah who just won't get the fuck out of your house. For those of you who don't understand that joke, go back and watch our episode, Charlie's Farm. We will introduce you to Sarah. For a minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some pineapple. Couple good chunks out. Now you don't want to use a lot. You just want a few. My bad. It's really nothing more than just a little extra flavor. Motherfucker. I think I just cut myself. There we go. Fuck, I cut myself on that stupid lid. Fucking aluminum. Fuck you, aluminum! It's not even aluminum I can go take in and make money on either. Fucking cheap scrap metal shit. Fuck you. Anyway, that's right, we're making pizza. I'm easily distracted. Now, the final touch, A1 sauce. Now, what we're going to do is, to make sure we don't over drizzle, we're going to spill some into this cap. Because if you guys know anything about A1, this shit... Well, actually, we ain't got a whole lot of hair, so that's perfect. Oh, I saw him making a mess. You know what? It's Killer Kitchen. If there's not a mess, then it's not a Killer Kitchen. We ain't had a massacre. Alright, now, finally, we have a small piece of banana. Now, I'm only going to do this to part of the pizza because we do have company tonight. You guys may not dig it, but I'll make sure you can have a slice if you choose. Right on top of those pepperoni slices. Yeah, get it right up into that barbecue sauce. Oh, hell, you really want to be special? You take it, smear it into that barbecue, and smear it around your other stuff, too. Just like that. Now, I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to cook it for about, say 20 minutes. So why don't we take a break? When we come back, we have a whole new drink to show you guys. So now that I've shown you how to make Dr. Jekyll's secret potion, I'm going to show you guys how to make a drink that I made for the Killer Kitchen right here. We call it the Killer Kitchen Mix. And trust me, one of these is more than enough. We'll see you right here on the next break. God damn, I really cut the fuck out of my hand.
Welcome to my world.
I'm glad I came by. You've been looking much better lately. More like your old self. I'm not so sure. I can't help feeling restless. I'm beginning to think I need a change. Well, perhaps a holiday. You shouldn't work so hard. Now, that's not what I mean. I'm afraid you'll never understand. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my study, urgently. 3 times the dose. That's got to stop him coming back.
Dr. Jekyll, are you all right? It's Poole and Bradshaw, sir.
Go away. Leave me alone. I'm all right. Just leave. Go away.
What was that horrible scream?
It was Mr. Hyde breaking loose. We didn't know that at the time. We thought poor Dr. Jekyll had lost his mind. But it was Hyde. He'd been locked away too long inside Dr. Jekyll all that time while Dr. Jekyll was his good self. Then, without warning, Mr. Hyde came back like a wild animal escaping from its cage, roaring.
Did he hurt you?
No, I was lucky.
Dr. Jekyll should have tried to escape.
He did. That's what started the doctor taking larger doses of the drugs to get away from Hyde, to try to stop Hyde appearing. And that made him very sick. The drugs weren't working, and Hyde knew it.
Dr. Jekyll, are you all right? It's Poole and Bradshaw, sir.
Go away. Leave me alone. I'm all right. Just leave. Go away. Jekyll, he kept me in prison all those months, afraid to let me out. Now it's my turn. Edward Hyde is free once more.
Mystery Killer 9. Police on Edward Hyde. Extra, extra. Killer vanishes.
I had to come. You must have heard the news. Of course. The paper boys are shouting it from the street corners. I need to be sure, Henry, that you're not hiding the fiend. I fear the murder weapon was your own walking stick, stolen from you, no doubt. If you're not my friend and client, I'd have to report that to the police. Oh, you mustn't do that. Hyde's not here. I will never see him again, I swear to you. Look. Dear Henry, I know you will be shocked at all I have done. You're well rid of me. I will disappear, and I promise you will never hear from me again. I'd like to keep this if I may. Now, there's one more thing I must know. Did Hyde tell you what to write in that will of yours? Then there's no doubt. He meant to murder you too. I think I'll take a walk, Poole. I've been stuck in the house too long. Now I feel like some fresh air.
I'm glad you're better, sir. A lovely day for a stroll.
Bring me pen and paper right away, and I'll call when I'm ready. I'll need someone to deliver a couple of letters, urgently. To Dr. Hasty Lanyon.
Don't let your dinner get cold, Dovey. Whatever it is can wait.
Not so, my dear. This is a most urgent demand for help from a colleague. He asks me to meet with a friend of his at midnight.
I don't like the sound of that, Hasty. Can't it wait till after dinner?
I'm afraid not. He says it's all in the cause of medicine. I must go this instant. But I have an urgent errand first.
My instructions from Dr. Jekyll, sir, are to open that door, whatever the cost, even if it means breaking it down. I'm sure I don't understand. I'm worried about the master.
Yes, I understand your fears, Poole. When did he leave the house?
This morning, sir. He said he wanted some fresh air. He was only going to the park and back.
Yeah, well, he obviously got caught up somewhere and needs our help. Though I'll admit this is a strange way of getting it.
Well, there you are, Gov. Sorry it took so long. I could have broken to the Bank of England in half the time, eh? Yeah.
Fourth from the top. I'd say Dr. Jekyll mixed these himself. Pack the drawer with straw, then wrap a sheet around it. That way I can carry it home without spilling the contents. Don't worry, Poole. I'm sure to see him this evening. You come from Dr. Jekyll?
All you ghouls and goblins gather round. Time for chills and thrills, so party down. No matter who you like to bite, you're gonna want Coors and Coors Light tonight.
Coors Light beer will be clear. Fun is everywhere.
Get ready for excitement when Coors is on the scene.
'Cause anything can happen.
On a Coors and Coors Light Halloween.
I think you'll like this house. Isn't this supposed to be haunted? Haunted? What an absurd idea. I mean, what would a ghost be doing here? Haunted.
David.
No other diet soft drink delivers the real cola taste of 1-calorie Diet Coke, the real one. It's lifting more and more spirits every day.
Just for the taste of it.
The move is on to Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
As Halloween approaches, you have to prepare yourself for what might happen.
More orange sprinkles.
It's a special time of year, and Dunkin' Donuts is dressing up their donuts for the occasion.
And here's the werewolf.
So come to Dunkin' Donuts and get into the spirit of Halloween.
We'd like some Halloween donuts, please.
Oh.
Granola dip. I really dip. Granola dip. Chocolate and granola already in my home. Granola dip.
Quaker granola dips. A hauntingly wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola dipped in real milk chocolate.
Chocolate and granola, lose my self-control and granola dip.
The perfect treat for your little monsters.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back, all the little Peanuts characters, in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Halloween, a time for children, parties, good times. Halloween was a special time. Until he came back for more.
I told you this isn't a man.
Monday, October 21st at 8. TV 50 presents the broadcast television premiere of Halloween 2. Michael's back, and there's no place to hide.
So you think you were gonna get away from me that easy, did you? No, 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 my kitties. I'm going to show you something that you have never seen before. Now, we've all seen me make a pizza, so this time I was cheap and we just bought a frozen pizza. But here in the Killer Kitchen, nothing is ever as it seems. We've always got something cooking, even when we don't. So, here's what we're cooking tonight. This is the pizza that probably most people will turn their nose up at, but I promise, one bite and you'll be hooked for life. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking some yellow mustard. We're going to drizzle it right across the top and make it fart the whole time. Anyway, now we're going to take some jalapenos. See, everything needs a little bit of a bite. And we're going to just randomly kind of put these through here. Just kind of all the way around. Just like that. And again, these are all hand-cut, totally fresh jalapenos. In fact, these are from the last jalapeno plants that we actually had left. Cut them down this afternoon. Which is why we don't often buy jalapenos except in the winter. Come summertime, oh shit, dude, this is California, man. I grow what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want, and thanks to governors like the liberal Nuisance, dude, Nuisance might be an asshole, but at least I can grow my own weed. And that reminds me, stick around for our Halloween special, where when we do our normal barbecue, nah, it's not normal. Ain't nothing normal around here. We are going to use, see, somebody was totally cool and threw away some really good weed. And when they threw away the weed, they threw away the stalks and all. And I pulled those stalks out, garbage can down here, cleaned them up a little bit, totally smoked the weed off them, and the weed was fucking, oh, dude, this weed was so good, I took like 3 hits. I don't even know what the fuck I did. I fell asleep. That's how good that shit was, man. For dumpster weed, fuck yeah, that was a score. But I saved the stalks. I'm going to show you guys how to use those stalks to give your weed, your food, that weed flavor. And it's really fucking good. So, for those of you who grow your own weed, I'm going to show you guys something cool. For those of you who don't grow your own weed, I'm going to show you something cool. It'd make you jealous, too. Anyway, we were putting jalapenos on our thing. Now, we're going to take a little more mustard, and on each and every one of our peppers, instead of squishing it around, just a dot onto each one. Hey, dick, get back where you belong. Now you get extra mustard. Fuck you. Alright, now, on top of each of those peppers, and this is why you want those dots of mustard on your pepper, we're going to add pepperoni to the top. So as the pepperoni cooks in and the pizza cooks, it's literally going to melt right into that pepper, spicing up your pepperoni, which is already specially seasoned up. I have a thing for pepperoni. Of course, I gotta tell you, pepperoni is very good, especially when it's made out of a girl named Sarah who just won't get the fuck out of your house. For those of you who don't understand that joke, go back and watch our episode, Charlie's Farm. We will introduce you to Sarah. For a minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some pineapple. A couple good chunks out. Now you don't want to use a lot. You just want a few. My bad. It's really nothing more than just a little extra flavor. Motherfucker. I think I just cut myself. There we go. Fuck, I cut myself on that stupid lid. Fucking aluminum. Fuck you, aluminum! It's not even aluminum I can go take in and make money on either. Fucking cheap scrap metal shit. Fuck you. Anyway. That's right, we're making pizza. I'm easily distracted. Now, the final touch. A1 sauce. Now, what we're going to do is, to make sure we don't over drizzle, we're going to spill some into this cap. Because if you guys know anything about A1, this shit... Well, actually, we ain't got a whole lot here, so that's perfect. So I'm making a mess. You know what? It's Killer Kitchen. If there's not a mess, then it's not a Killer Kitchen. We ain't had a massacre. Alright, now, finally, we have a small piece of banana. Now, I'm only going to do this to part of the pizza because we do have company tonight. You guys may not dig it, but I'll make sure you can have a slice if you choose. Right on top of those pepperoni slices. Yeah, get it right up into that barbecue sauce. Oh, hell, you really want to be special? You take it, smear it into that barbecue, and smear it around your other stuff, too. Just like that. Now, I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to cook it for about, say 20 minutes. So why don't we take a break? When we come back, we have a whole new drink to show you guys. So now that I've shown you how to make Dr. Jekyll's secret potion, I'm going to show you guys how to make a drink that I made for the Killer Kitchen right here. We call it the Killer Kitchen Mix. And trust me, one of these is more than enough. We'll see you right here on the next break. God damn, I really cut the fuck out of my hand.
Edward Hyde! You're Edward Hyde, the murderer!
At your service, Dr. Lanyon. And I wouldn't call the police if I were you. Not if you care about your friend, Henry Jekyll.
Henry? If you've harmed Henry, I swear I'll...
Dr. Jekyll is safe enough in the meantime. In fact, this was all his idea. Did you bring the cabinet drawer?
Yes. There, behind the chair.
Now watch carefully, Lanyon. I'm about to show you something that can bring you fame and power like you've never imagined.
Now look here, sir. You didn't come in the middle of the night to waste my time and speak in riddles. Now get on with it.
So be it. And now, Dr. Lanyon, for you, who for so long scorned the idea of a connection between medicine and the forces of good and evil.
Henry! Oh my God! It's you! Henry.
Oh, dear. Perhaps I shouldn't have told them that. That's frightening.
No! Tell us more, tell us more.
Well, after that dreadful night, Dr. Jekyll became a prisoner in his own home, seeing no one, terrified to go out lest the monster, Edward Hyde, reappear. His only hope being that he might discover a drug that will make Hyde disappear forever. Meanwhile, not far away, Dr. Jekyll's dear friend, Dr. Lanyon, lay gravely ill, Such was the effect of learning the awful secret. And then Mr. Utterson, the lawyer, called.
My dear Mrs. Lanyon, what is it? Surely things can't be that bad.
Only last week it was. Fate stepped in. A week ago he was himself, good as gold, and now I fear he's dying.
But what happened? He must have told you.
He refuses to speak of it. He says he cannot. There was an urgent call, a mysterious note. He went out, and that's all I know.
Perhaps as his oldest friend and a lawyer, he might trust me.
I will never recover. A matter of weeks, if that.
My dear chap, surely with good medicine.
There is nothing I can take to change the way I feel. I wish there were.
Perhaps your illness is catching. Jekyll is sick too. Have you seen him lately?
Don't mention that name to me. I've finished with that man. I don't ever want to see or hear of him again.
He refuses to see me.
I'm not surprised. One day you might learn the truth of this, but don't ask me. Now, if you'd like to talk of other things, please stay. Otherwise, go.
I have your order from the chemist, Dr. Jekyll.
Here you are, Mr. Poole. Sit down.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
I only saw him for a minute, but it made my hair stand on end. If that was the master, why was he wearing a mask on his face?
Maybe he's caught one of those horrible diseases that marks your face.
That would explain the mask and his strange voice.
And not wanting to see his friends.
And why he needs that drug from the chemist.
And why he won't let us near him.
But I've served him 20 years. Why would he cry out like a rat and run from me?
I was picking herbs out in the side garden. Oh, suddenly, this parcel was thrown from the window upstairs. Oh, it just missed me. Oh, scared me to death, it did. It had another note tied to it.
Quick, cook! The smelling salts!
Fool, this drug you brought me today is useless. Without delay, go again, and send Bradshaw and Annie out as well, if necessary, to every chemist in London.
Glory be. You'll all be gone for weeks.
Good heavens, Poole. What brings you here at this hour? What is the matter?
Mr. Utterson, something's terribly wrong. There's been a horrible crime.
What sort of crime? Whatever do you mean?
I can't say what I mean, sir. Please come and see for yourself.
Thank goodness it's Mr. Utterson. Begging your pardon, sir. We're all so afraid.
He's been screaming for that drug again.
What drug?
We don't rightly know, sir. But whatever it's for, it's wanted very urgently. He wrote this note a week ago, and we can't get the right stuff for him. To Moore and Company, druggists. 2 years ago, I bought a large quantity of these drugs from you for experiments. What you sent me is inferior and will not work. Whatever the cost, for God's sake, find me the old stuff.
Did you get it?
We've been to every chemist in London. We don't know what to do next.
I knew it. Something bad's happened to the master. Oh, God! That's Mr. Hyde up there. He's murdering the master.
Good Lord. Hyde! Are you sure?
We fear it might be, sir.
Did you call the police?
You being Dr. Jekyll's lawyer, we thought you'd tell us what to do.
Well then, we must act. Ladies, you stay here. It's unlikely he'll get past us, but just in case, be on the ready. Calm yourself, Bradshaw. We're all nervous, but we'll soon put an end to it. You're round the corner and wait outside the back entrance. Whatever happens, I take all responsibility. If we have to, Poole and I will force our way into the study. We'll give you 10 minutes to be ready at your places. Go! Right. Down with the door. Now! There's something terribly sinister about all this.
Look, the drugs we were searching for. And this. It's addressed to you, sir. It says, the last will and testament of Dr. Henry Jekyll.
What?
What is it, sir? Are you all right?
I'm stunned. Dr. Jekyll has left me his fortune. But if Hyde knew that, why did he not destroy this document?
Perhaps he never had time, sir, with us breaking in like we did.
Perhaps. What else is there?
The rest of the papers, sir. A letter written with today's date from the master. There are more notes, too.
I think we might find answers here to many of the puzzles that have troubled us. What we must do is try to save your master's reputation and good name.
Yes, sir.
Give me enough time to read these papers. Then we'll call the police.
It still upsets me. Oh, it was a terrible time for all of us.
Don't cry, Nanny. What did you do then?
Well, it wasn't long after Mr. Utterson sold the house, and we all went to work for other people. Oh, now, boys, we've had more than enough for one night. Oh, it's long past your bedtime. Time to turn off the light and say good night.
Good night, Nanny. Good night, Nanny. Extra, read all about it. Headline found dead. Famous doctor disappears. Sensation, read all about it.
Well, at least he's at peace now.
Yes, small consolation. Dreadful business. Dreadful. We all know that buried here is our friend, Dr. Jekyll. Not the monster Edward Hyde, as the authorities think. I suggest we should tell no one of what we know. It would serve no purpose except to blemish the reputation of a fine man.
Besides, who would believe it anyway?
Indeed, who would believe it?
I think we should go.
God rest your soul, Dr. Jekyll.
Hallmark presents Halloween as you've never seen it before. Hallmark's Boo Bazaar, where actual costume accessories create a spectacle beyond belief. Horrify your head. Try on glowing terror. Shake in your shorts. Everything to let the ghoul times roll is at Hallmark's Boo Bazaar. Now playing in a store near you.
I'm frightened.
This Halloween, give the safe treat
Thank you.
that helps treat the disabled.
Thank you.
Give Easter Seal safe Halloween coupons.
Thank you.
Good for special treats at local stores and restaurants.
Thank you.
Give Easter Seal safe Halloween coupons
Thank you.
and give the treat that gives treatment.
Thank Thank you.
Safe Halloween booklets are now available at these fine stores. Support a safe Halloween for children everywhere.
Like so many American chocolate lovers, I was relieved to hear about Hershey's new Bar None. Its unique combination of chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, peanuts, and pure milk chocolate make Bar None the supreme chocolate extravaganza. Bar None, but will it satisfy the chocolate beastie lurking in us all?
My little goblins will be out long after dark, so I depend on Duracell batteries to light their way, because Duracell lasts longer.
Tests prove after just a few hours of continuous use, regular carbon batteries wear out. But you can get up to 5 times more use from Duracell batteries.
That's why I trust my kids' safety at night to Duracell.
Duracell. The copper top battery. No regular battery looks like it.
We're home! Or lasts like it.
Hold on to your seat, because it's that time of year. Time to say,
Hey, hey, hey! It's the Fat Albert Halloween Special!
And the climax of the Fright Night festivities will be to get you-know-who!
it's the Halloween scene with the Cosby Kids.
So don't miss the Fat Albert Halloween Special right here.
Don't miss the fun today at 4 here on WDZL Channel 39.
Halloween's coming. What are you going to do about it? Whether you do a little or a lot, be an original this Halloween and find yourself at Hallmark.
Hallmark has a way.
And at participating Hallmark stores, get your hands on the Spooky Sounds tape, full of creepy sounds and Halloween theme songs. $1.95 with any $5 Hallmark purchase. Only at participating Hallmark stores. It's a scream.
This little boy loved his babysitter to death. From the master storyteller of horror and suspense, John Carpenter's Halloween.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
Donald Pleasance and Jamie Lee Curtis in a tale of terror that just won't die. Halloween.
Monday at 8 on KPDX Fox 49.
That, my dear friends, was the story, although a very childish and toned down version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Edward Hyde. Now, this is what our final product looks like on our pizza. And what we're gonna do is, I know I said we were gonna make the killer drink. Your host has had just a little too much. You don't exactly do vodka anymore. In fact, that silent episode that we did 2 years ago where there was no sound and you guys just watched me get drunk in silence, taught me a couple lessons. I've reached that point. I've had enough to drink. But one more shot. One more shot for the road. Just because this, I think, actually might be cool. So. Same process, what we're going to do, but only we're not going to go all the way around the shot. Just around there, I'll say. Now, we were going to use a different kind of sugar, and then I started thinking about it. And here in the kitchen, I'm going to be honest, my favorite drink happens to be, my favorite color happens to be purple. So, we're going to take some more of this strawberry lemonade 5 vodka. About halfway up. Now we're going to take some more of this strawberry lemonade vodka. About halfway up. Now we're going to take some 7-Up. And we're going to top it off with that. And for a final flair, we're going to throw in 1 Galactic Mix ice cube from Warheads, followed by 1 drop of our grape soda. Now, I probably fucked this up because I only made 1 of these, and that was about 9 hours ago. And since then, we've been drinking Dr. Jekyll's potion. Bottoms up. Here's to you guys. You've been watching Killer Kitchen, and we greatly appreciate you joining us. Here's to you. It's got a bite. We'll see you guys next time. And hey, don't forget. Halloween, we got a big special coming up. We're gonna be having a lot of fun with you guys, hanging out, and we'll be doing more than just mixing drinks. And I do gotta say to you guys, everybody out there, you know what? I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys this last couple weeks, man. You guys rock. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot of shit. And we've made a lot of crazy shit. That's enough from me. I'm gonna eat my banana pizza. In fact, I gotta try this. Michelangelo and the Ninja Turtles can eat their hearts out. This is fucking pizza. I'm telling you, the banana makes it, man. People might sneer up their fucking pineapple. Try it with banana, dude. Awesome. Fuck yeah. The Ninja Turtles can eat their hearts out. Now that's a pizza. Hey, speaking of, you know what? Tubi has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 1 from 1990. I'm gonna go watch it.
Off in the distance, the game's dragging on. There's strikes on the batter, some runners are on. Then suddenly everyone's looking at me. My mind has been wondering, what could it be? They point to the sky and I look up above, and a baseball falls into my glove. I play right field. It's important you know, you gotta know how to catch You gotta know how to throw. That's why I play in right field, way out where the dandelions grow.
As a proud sponsor of Little League Baseball, Pizza Hut welcomes all the kids who make it great.
Make it